Good evening, everybody. Now, I've got a title up on this, The Inner Secrets of Massive Passive Cash. We put an email out for this to our list, and I'm going to talk about lists in a little while, but we put an email out to our list. This got one of the highest open rates, whereas something for free that will help you got one of the lowest rates. So what does it tell you? If you sign up for something, you're going to get emails from people, and you're going to get inundated with them. So the concept of having a nice, big, bold title really does make a lot of difference. But I also put it out because the inner secrets is what I'm going to be talking about. When I tell you what those inner secrets are, you're going to go, yeah, I've heard of that, I know that. You're not using them. And the reason why we're going to be talking about internet is because it's a very, very, very powerful tool. Whatever business you're in, whether you're going to start a business, whether you're in a business right now that you're doing, whether you want to get going in a business, where you want passive cash coming in through an internet business, whatever you are doing, wherever you are going, you've got to be wanting something, okay? And the internet is a great tool to use. The internet and social media is massively powerful nowadays. In fact, most of my clientele, the reason why I'm here, I do internet marketing almost as a sideline nowadays. I'm sort of at the front line of the way things are at the moment, the way things go, what works, what doesn't work, how to really leverage the internet as much as we possibly can for our clients as well as ourselves. So the inner secrets, massive passive cash. Massive, we obviously want to make as much money through the internet and social media as we possibly can. So we want to make massive cash because most of the time when we're making massive cash, we have to give away some of that, especially when you're an internet marketer, because we use things called affiliates, because it's very difficult just to sell your own stuff. So you want someone else to sell it for you. And what you're looking for is someone with a list. Again, I've used that word list. It's really important to us as internet marketers. And passive, the reason why we call it passive cash, we don't want to do the work every single time we earn a dollar. What we want to do is set something up and let it work for us. So the idea is to work less hours and get more results. It's really difficult to do that. It's really difficult to start a business up and start working on the business rather than in the business every day. It's incredibly difficult. In fact, I don't know that many people that I've ever met in my whole existence and my whole job, my whole life, that has been able to do that. Very, very few. Even some of the most successful people that I still work with work all hours that God sends. It's very difficult to do that. However, the more we use the internet, the more we use social media, and the more we use some specific things within that, the less work we have to do, the more money that comes in. And I've been trying to do this for years. And it's only in the last 6 or 7 years that it's actually started to work really, really well. Where I've got enough stuff out there right now that makes me money every single day without doing anything to that thing that I've created, that product I've created, that piece of information that's out there, that download that's available. The reason why we say internet marketing, why internet marketing, is because of this. Now, I'm just like you guys. If you're in work at the moment and you want to stop work, I was there. I was a corporate IT guy. Really boring, boring, boring stuff. However, it's what I did. It was what made my money. I got to a position where I was going all around the world. The problem was that I was working every hour that God sent. Corporate life sucks every piece of soul out of you. And I was in Berlin. I was starting up a new reseller in Berlin. And I got to a point where I just went, I don't want to do this anymore. I had my first wife gone, relationship down the tube. I was traveling around the world, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, all through Europe, California. My friends used to think I had the most wonderful life in the world. I had the longest trip to bloody work ever. But internet marketing helped me to understand that I could use the internet to make money without doing all that stuff. You know, so I just left the corporate world. I started working for myself. I started doing consultancy, marketing consultancy. I've been in marketing for 30 years. So I know a few things about marketing. I started helping business do that. When the internet started coming around, and believe me, I do remember the beginning of it. I am that old. we started looking at it as a tool, you know, and just seeing if we could use it for a little bit. And so we started using it with businesses and trying to help businesses put a website together. There's loads of businesses that just didn't have a website because it cost $5 grand, 10 grand. And this, I'm talking in the 90s. It cost a lot of money. In fact, one of the reasons how I came to learn HTML was because I got a quote from a web guy, and he said, your website's going to cost you £17,000. So I went out and got a book on HTML and learned how to do it myself. It took me 2 months to build it, but I built the website. And then I realised I've got a great skill set here. I could knock on any business door and say, you got a website? You've been quoted. How much have you been quoted? Oh, 12 grand, 7 grand. I just did it half price. My company went from nothing to almost $1 million or £1 million in 2 years. And that was in the 90s. And then I had this massive realisation, what the bloody hell am I doing? I've just come out of a corporate job, started my own business up, and I'm working all those hours again, except now I'm responsible for the books, I'm responsible for VAT, I'm responsible for HMRC, I'm responsible for the 16 people who are working for me, their lives, their mothers, their daughters, their children. I'm responsible for everything now. It got to a point where I'm sitting in my office and someone came in and said, there's no toilet paper in the toilets. Now, I'm managing director of a company, and I just freaked. I just freaked. I picked up a laptop and threw it at the bloke. So I decided to stop. Again, I sold the business and decided to have about a year off, just to sort of try and think about what I wanted to do with my life. I'm a creative person. I want to create business. I love business. I enjoy creating business. In fact, I'm in the process of building another one now because it's great. It's great fun creating a business. Don't want to work in it. I don't want to do all the jobs in it. And I've realised now that I don't have to. And as an internet marketer, I can outsource a lot of the stuff that I have to do every day. So for my clients, for instance, if they need a blog or a website built, I get one of my guys to go and do it now. I pay other people to do the jobs within the business. So we've gone up a little step, but I've got a bit of a confession. Well, not a confession, but a realisation I want to share with you.